This is our story, if you know, you know. Age conscious 21, we've been bringing that smoke. Real exotics, hash hole, 3, 5s, and 7s. Heady glass on deck for a quick little section.
We back into it, y'all. Welcome back to the OG ZAA story, man. Tune the fuck in on this one. Make sure you're in the quiet spot so you listen to what this OG got to say, man. Because this OG always been in the streets keeping everybody elevated at a right level. You know who it is, man. Shout out Elev8ed Smoke. She in the motherfucking building. What's the deal, dog?
What's good? What's good, Red Eyes? Yes, sir.
In the motherfucking building. Always keeping people elevated, man. Welcome, dog. Welcome, bro. How you feeling, man? Talk to us, baby.
It's been a minute since we last did a podcast.
Yeah?
Yeah, the last time we did a podcast, I think was like the very first Gas Summit.
Man, that
or-
was, man,
Oh,
we did
yeah.
like a little.
That was kind of a
We did
podcast.
like little interviews
interview.
and some shit.
Yeah,
we did an
yeah,
interview.
We did.
Did you put it out?
Yeah, I did. It's one of the old
Oh,
videos.
yeah, yeah.
Like it's like
That shit's like way back in the day,
Yeah.
yo.
I remember watching it. I hadn't watched it in a minute.
Yeah,
it's
nah,
like-
that
it's
that
an
one
old
that
video.
one was like a show. It was like a
Yeah.
mini show. Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, I remember that. We did do like everyone's audio and shit.
Well, now we back, baby, and this your story, bro. This is your OG ZAA story, man. We want the Houston streets to know a little bit more about Elev8ed Smokes, bro. So let's just get lifted off and tell us about the brand. Tell us where Elev8ed Smokes came about, bro.
So we're approaching year 3 now. Elev8ed Smoke. We started the first official Elev8ed Smoke show or that we vended at was with Mexican Connected. Mexican OT wasn't even
Yeah.
bumping
Oh,
yet, bro.
yeah.
He literally performed there.
Nah, we did the Hustletown one. He was at the Hustletown one. Mexican Connected
Yeah,
was
yeah,
there too, but
yeah.
he wasn't even like how he is now.
Nah, he wasn't
like
jumping
no
yet.
one even knew who he was
Yeah.
really. Kind of. Well, they knew who he was there. But.
So that was my very first event as Elev8ed Smoke. Before that, I was just one deep. I didn't really have like a team or anything like that. So I was going by something called O's Botanicals. Like it was just
Hose Botanicals?
O's.
O's.
Like my name.
Oh, okay.
He
I was like, hose?
Botanical hose.
yeah. You already know it be like that.
Yeah.
My little logo was a bee because me and my homeboys always say it be like that. So
Yeah,
when we
yeah.
texted, we used a bee emoji. So I was like, yeah, whatever. But
That's
so yeah, I mean, we
fucking
ended up getting.
O's Botanicals.
Yeah, I ended up getting together with my with one of my founding members, founding partners. He's not with Elev8ed Smoke anymore. He went on to other things, but he's still an integral part of what it came to be about.
The building blocks.
Yeah, he still supports us in everything we do. So shout out to Moneybags.
Shout out Moneybag. We love Moneybag.
Yeah.
So yeah, we started Elev8ed Smoke, and the first event that we did was with Mexican Connected. After that, I met you guys, and we were doing Hyde Park events together for
Hyde
a while.
Park.
Yeah. We were
Man,
doing
but-
Hyde Park events. For,
So was an elevated smoke always an elevated smoke? What about the young elevated, man? Tell us about you
Before
as
O's
a young,
Botanicals.
a jit, man. Before O's the Hoes Botanicals.
I mean, I don't know, bro. I was just a badass, honestly.
You
Like,
still a fucking badass.
For real.
yeah. I think I chilled out from the level of badass I was at one point. Like, but I was chilling, you know. I've always been around like flower, and it was always just something that spoke to me. And I guess in the early 2000s or whatever, like it was still very frowned upon. Right now, it's a little bit more open here in Houston, but early 2000s culture, like, you know, your parents were like giving you shit about it. I guess rap was still new on the scene, just something that people were still
Them
doing.
commercials on
Yeah.
TV with the girl.
The melted.
Yeah. Your brain on weed, and they would have like an egg frying and
Yeah.
shit. It was like,
And I'm pretty sure we all kind of grew up on Dare. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, Dare
So,
program.
you know, all of that.
I'm glad they finally
Yep.
took weed out the program.
Yeah, so like all of that, you know, and I just
That is a good thing.
I mean, I was
That is.
introduced. I was introduced to flower at a young age. I think I was around, but when I was like 13, 14 years old, I was just really around. You know, people smoke, and
You were smoking then? Or?
That's
no,
when you
I didn't
started
start smoking until 15.
15.
Yeah, 15 is when I was off of the first blunt. Like, you want to hit it? Like, yeah, I'll hit it. And everybody like, oh, young ass dude, hit that shit.
So you was some older
Yeah, I
motherfuckers
was
at a party or some shit?
corrupted me.
Where y'all was at in the bayou?
Yeah.
Was it a wood? Was it a wood or was it a
Nah,
willow?
It was
a
a
willow?
fucking
A swisher?
Nah, what was the Optimos?
Oh, the Optimo.
Oh, the Optimo.
Yeah.
Bro, me and my boys used to be on the Optimo Ices. Ooh, them hoes are
goddamn,
fucking.
I didn't
Them
like
bitches
that.
hit like a damn menthol cigarette with the
Hated
wood.
those.
Oh my gosh.
I hated those.
Yeah, my people used to be on the Optimos before I guess the Swishers really caught on
Yeah.
with them, and then it was Swishers. We did. I stuck on the Garcia Vegas. Garcia Vegas
Oh,
kinda
yeah.
did a little thing in White Owl,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you were broke, you had the good times.
Right?
Yeah,
I'm
the
gonna give you a
good
good
times.
The
time.
6 for $1.
Oh, the 6 for $1. Damn, they got the 6 for $1.
I want to
too?
say it was 5, and then like they would throw in an extra
Those
one.
taste like
Yeah, you
straight
get one free.
cardboard.
Yeah.
Man, you was going down. I fucked up my lungs on
That
those good
shit was-
times.
Swishes were pretty expensive when I was smoking. They were still pretty high. Like they didn't even have the deals. The 6 for
I didn't really
$1,
do
but they got
Swishers.
them now.
I didn't really like. So I kind of like. I'm stuck with the Garcia
This was
Vegas.
cool.
The
back
Garcia
in the day.
Vegas and the White Owls, those were whenever I was smoking blunts. That's what I was.
The white
That's
grapes.
what I was rolling. Yeah.
that was my
Yeah,
shit.
them hoes are the truth. What y'all was putting in them bitches? Y'all was putting Reggie or y'all smoking Doty?
I started smoking Doty like shortly after I started smoking weed.
Yeah.
Fucking, it was like $20 a gram, I think.
So you went straight to the expensive shit like when you started.
I mean, I was just doing other stuff that I was getting money with, so I felt like I could afford it. Just
Yeah.
trying to flex on people. I was in high school with like, you
This
know.
ain't Reggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like if I couldn't get Doty or I just couldn't afford Doty,
It's an
at
$80
times, I get
joint.
the popcorn.
80 a
I have
joint.
popcorn for
I
like
was
5
fixing to
cents.
say
that popcorn.
nobody's
Popcorn.
mentioned popcorn yet,
Yeah,
but
that's
we have
Oh,
popcorn
you
like
gonna hear?
call that
You gonna
shit
hear?
D&D,
You gonna
damn
hear
near
about it in a
Doty.
minute?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So I was on the popcorn and on the Doty and shit, and
Popcorn was the
probably-
truth. That popcorn used to
Yeah.
smoke.
Popcorn was gas. That KB, that Christmas
D&D.
bud, skunk.
Yeah.
There was a lot of skunk. Back
that was
in
that
my
real
day.
OG Kush. Like that's what they would just call it, like OG. Everything was OG Kush. And
Kush.
you
Good
would see that
gas.
Northern
That Kush.
Lights, White Widows, shit like that. That Afghan.
They had skunk when I was younger.
Now,
Skunk was around.
Chronic.
Yeah.
Chronic, yeah. Skunk and Chronic was around when I was younger.
Yeah. So and then just
Chronic
regular
was
Bobby
like the
Brown.
Kush, probably.
That chronic, bro. I remember my fucking neighbor used to have a shitload of chronic. He'd be like, "Get the chronic." Fucking Mexican dude.
That's
His arm
gas.
cut off. Shit was fucking crazy.
So
I
You
love
said he had his
fucking-
arm cut off?
He did. I'll say that for my story though. Man, we got Elev8ed smoking this bitch, man. You got a whole bunch of different type of logos and shit too, bro.
yeah.
Talk
definitely.
about that, man. Creative with your shit.
Yeah, so like that's our that's our trademark logo. Like that's I think people recognize Elevated Smoke by the Shroomy.
The Shroomy.
Yeah, that's what we call it. We just call it Shroomy.
Okay.
Yeah. But when we first started off, we were kind of using like the Rockets and Astros gear.
Hey, these are nice.
Them hoes are live. I
thank
fuck
you.
with the Rocket. You already know.
Look at that.
So those are your own in-house disposables right there?
Yeah, 1
Those are
gram live
fucking rad.
rosin, and then we have sativa indica hybrid selections.
Those are dope.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
that's, I
rosin.
think-
I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get
Yeah,
some. from
rosin,
those
fuck
Yeah,
with the
I'm
rosin.
feel
get-
free to
I'm-
keep that. You know,
I'm gonna get some more from
that's
them.
for
These
y'all.
hoes are
I brought this stuff for y'all and stuff, and to show off to the public as well. But yeah, we
This
got
little thing right here, this hoe's live too. The Elevated and by Space Treats.
the little mini gummies.
Sour watermelon.
Those are mushroom gummies or THC
No,
gummies?
THC gummies. So they still equal out to 400 milligrams.
Oh, yeah,
but
let
we
me
did
try
a
one right
microdose.
now.
And each square is 25 milligrams. You get 16 pieces in a tin can.
THC, right?
Yeah, all
That's
THC.
nice. You don't see a lot of people using tin cans either, so
Yeah.
that's definitely, you know what I'm saying, like that's definitely a
This
standout.
looks like something my kids would try to eat.
Yeah, that's live though. That's
It reminds me of
That watermelon?
what
Yeah.
are those? Ice?
Oh, yeah.
Are they ice break? Ice
attention
break?
to detail. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
The
that's
packaging, yeah.
that's attention to detail for sure right there. That's nice.
joke. I mean, smacking.
Yeah, but I mean, there's little things that we try to do, just really just represent the
These
brand.
smell so good. I would eat
Right.
one, but I can't eat one right now.
The mushies.
More type
Yeah,
of
we
Mushy, the mushy logos and
That's
shit.
the
I love
elevated
that hoe.
trip right
Yeah, I
there.
love the mushy logo.
Yeah, that's the.
I'm actually rocking the H-Town mushy logo right now.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Astros
the
mushy
Astros.
that
logo.
shit drip hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so very much sports
hell
enthusiasts.
yeah.
You know, we put on for the Rockets, put on for the Astros. We want to do something for the Texans. We're still working on that. Hopefully, we
Yeah.
can come out with it before football season comes out. I think everyone in Houston kind of enjoys sports.
I
and-
definitely got some shit rocking coming up too as
Yeah.
well for the Astros
Yeah,
for
nah.
sure.
For real, that boy representing for the city, no lie.
Yeah, so
I like that hat.
oh yeah, my I don't even know where I found it, but
That hoe is live.
Yeah.
I was looking
That's
at that
nice.
bitch. It looks like the what's the
the fighting game, it's not
Street Fighters.
Yeah, Street Fighter.
Yeah.
But the colors look like the J's. Them one
Oh, yeah,
J's.
yeah, the black and green
Is
ones.
it the 12s?
I don't know what number they are, but I
No,
know
it's the 5s.
with the
It's
little
the 5s.
They have the zigzags
Yeah,
colored
yeah,
in. Yeah,
yeah.
all black.
Oh no, those are the 9s. Nah, I don't know what those are. Those are the 12s. Or
Just
something.
give up.
I was thinking about the five.
all
I was
the
thinking about the
numbers.
5s. I was thinking about the 5s. I don't know why.
Man, so what made you wake up and just be like, bro, I'ma fucking sell these awesome ass shrooms, weed, merch, everything. What made you wake up and want to be fully invested in this market, bro?
Man, getting hit by a fucking cement block on the head while I was at work.
Oh my
What?
gosh.
Yeah,
Damn.
I used
Tell
to-
us about that shit.
I used to be an electrician. I still get, that's where I graduated, and I graduated in IT and stuff like that. And I was trying to do the office job, like work myself up in the company I was working with, doing the 9 to 5 stuff. But it was good money, but it just wasn't paying for. I wouldn't even say a lifestyle I was trying to live, because I feel like I'm a very humble person, but there's just things that you got to
Everyday
do.
life.
Like sometimes you want to go on a vacation. It's like, damn, we don't even got money to leave the state or even much leave the city. If we wanted to, it's like everything's expensive. So
And then you gotta
yeah.
ask.
yeah, then you got to ask, and it was just kind of like, damn, like I went to college, did
You basically
that.
got to save up for like a couple years while you're working your 9 to 5, and then
It's hard to get to an American dream just doing a 9 to 5, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Job stands for just over broke.
just over.
Yeah.
for
They
sure.
do that on purpose to make sure you are always working for them. That is what it's for.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. And so when I was working that, when basically we were doing like big construction job, like large projects all over the city, and they had sent me to catch. They call it a core. It's like a cement core that they're drilling down, and you catch it. But there's ways to do it.
So you're supposed to catch the cement from below.
You're not even supposed to actually catch it. Like, that's like
That's just terminology.
yeah, like, but the person that had me do it, just because I was like the new guy on the side, was like, "Hey, we're like, it's gonna fall. Just hold this like a conduit pole or whatever, and we're gonna have a bucket, and it's gonna fall into the bucket." And I was like, "Bro, like that don't make sense. Like that's a fast drill, and it's gonna fall into that bucket." But he's like, "Nah, you're good. You're good." The conduit pole just slipped right through my hands, and the bucket came crashing down, and the cement that was in there, the little cork, it hit me on my helmet. I had a hard hat helmet, but it just like it. I didn't go unconscious, but it did. I was seeing stars for a little bit. I was like, damn, and I ended up falling. And the first thing they did was rush me to the hospital to get a drug test. So I was like, damn, bro. Like, and at the time I wasn't really just smoking like that because I was on probation for something else, whatever. So I was just like, I wasn't even smoking at the time, and I was like, that's what really kind of just pushed me to like, bro, I don't even want to do this. Like, really, on a good day, I'm making the same amount of money I'm making in a week. Just being on the streets, and So that's what kind of just pushed me to that. Like, I'm gonna just make my own hours. I'm gonna focus on this brand because Elev8ed Smoke was already doing it. Like, we were going to all of you guys' events. We were doing the Red Eye events. We're kind of catching on at the time. We were doing the Red Eye events, working other events too. So it was like working a full-time job and then trying to maintain a brand, stay relevant, build myself.
Hard as fuck.
Build myself
Yeah.
up. And it was like, it came time to make a decision. I was like, man, fuck that job. That job is not, it's
You gotta pick.
yeah, even if I work at 20 years to get to the position I'm gonna be, that's 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like 20 years when it's like, if I really invest in myself and trust myself, trust the process, what I'm gonna do in 20 years, I can achieve in 5 years. And I feel like I already done that. So
For sure.
Better to build your own brand than to work for somebody else for 20 years, build their
Right.
brand up, and then leave and come away with basically nothing,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Besides the experience that you have from the job, then you got to start at point one again and build your
yeah,
own.
and definitely like that experience where I like, if it wasn't for my hard hat, I feel like I could have been seriously hurt.
Yeah.
It showed me that they didn't
Fucking
appreciate
For sure.
all right.
Shit,
You're
Fucking
just
concrete.
You're
Shit was
you're a
split.
body, bro. Like if you get hurt, they're gonna get the next guy and they're gonna hire somebody
Exactly,
else. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, so I was like, man, fuck all that, bro. Like I'm gonna do me. And it was just, I guess, like how we started earlier, like weed was very frowned upon, especially with my mother.
Oh, yeah.
I'm her firstborn child here. Like she immigrated here from El Salvador, so she was really against it. Like I'm not
Against that
I'm not
shit,
feeling
like,
none of
hell
that.
nah.
And when I told her, like, Mom, like I'm really gonna invest into Elev8ed Smoke. I'm finna put my chips down. I'm gonna do what I'm doing. She was like, go for it. Like I feel like it's a good thing because she had came to events before to sell food and stuff like that, and she saw like the amount of people coming in. She sees the love in the community, how people work with each other to reach a common goal, and she like, shit, like y'all making money, y'all taking care of each other. I don't feel like it's dangerous. Not, she doesn't look at it like you're not on the block or running around doing all this crazy stuff. It's organized. it's good, and she sees like a sense of camaraderie around people she's supporting,
Bro, the
and she still
support
supports
of
it.
our mothers is
Yeah.
very
That's good.
very severe for young boys to turn to young men.
Yeah, so-
Like we need the support from our mothers. So shout out Mama Elevated.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's been good, and like I said, we're approaching 3 years now in August. Had a 3-year anniversary. You already know you guys are gonna be there. And I did some. I feel like I focused a lot on the clients, and I love the clients. We love y'all. Like from whether you're with Red Eyes, Elevated Event, anyone that you're shopping with, you are appreciated. But sometimes I feel like
Yes,
the
sir.
vendors aren't appreciated. So for this anniversary, the people that are there in the building with me, I want to appreciate y'all.
Hell
Instead
yeah.
of giving giveaways, I want to
love.
spend on the people that I broke bread with since day one.
Nice.
We appreciate that
Yeah.
shit.
Hell
That's
yeah.
fucking much love, bro.
Speaking about events, you remember the first event you ever hosted?
Yes.
How'd that go? Tell us about
It was
that.
scary. It was scary. I was just, man,
What was it called?
Fuck, I don't even remember, to be honest with you. I think it was.
It was under elevator smoke though.
Yeah, it was under Elevated Smoke. The very first time I ever hosted an event, it was Elevated Smoke. But man, honestly, I think it might have been a collab with No Neck.
Well, no neck.
Yeah, like No Neck was like, hey, let's do something. I'm like, all right, cool. Like I think it was with No Neck, and yeah, like I just remember like doing the planning and stuff
think
like
it
that
was.
at Sandman.
Because I remember seeing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I remember
Sandman.
seeing it. I just
Man,
it
we've
was
all
with
been
No
doing
Neck.
it so long. It's hard to remember the very
Yeah,
first
yeah.
one.
But
Yeah.
it was
So
definitely.
that was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, that
First
was 3
No
years
nigga was
ago.
here the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right now we only do monthly events. We only do once a month.
Mm-hmm.
So
Best way to do it, to be honest.
right
Like,
now,
Yeah.
we only got like I would say a handful of shows under us. Because even when on our first year, we weren't even doing monthlies yet. We are just kind of like all over the place,
Yeah.
And then I think like in year 2, that's when we're kind of like, all right, like let's do one a month, and that way we can really organize these events. We could pay attention to detail. We're not rushing anything, and that's something that we picked up from you guys. Like when the Red Eye events were going on, you weren't just saturated with Red Eyes events, and it wasn't just a repetitive event every
Yeah.
single time.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
you kind of
for sure.
sometimes you get
Them
burnt
hoes
out
are
on that with other events.
exclusive.
It's just like, man, it's just every week is the same thing. You're gonna be around the same people, pick up on the same conversation from last week, and
Right.
if it wasn't the same people throwing the same events every week, and so many people, then it would be cool to do more than one. But I mean, since there's so many people, it's kind of like it don't even
There's
make
really not
sense.
even any
Yeah, it
space
doesn't
to do
make any
more than
sense.
one.
Yeah, no, and this, people don't take that into consideration that Houston's a big city, but this is still a small community. We're still a minority in the city, It's
And a lot of people
facts.
other people that do the events, they don't really take the time out to build their community up any more than where they're already at. They just kind of keep it there and then
Yeah.
just keep doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
That's why it kind of gets like how it is.
yeah, no, it's
Same
very-
people everywhere. Like you see them people at the event, and you see them at the next event, and you see them at the you know what I'm saying? It's all the
Yeah,
same people.
so-
You got to take the time to go out there and build your clientele up
Got
outside of the events.
Yeah, and I mean that's where we're at. Like on Instagram, I wouldn't say clientele, but definitely a following. Like and
Yeah.
I'm very appreciative of that. I think on 420 with you guys, we hit 10K.
Hey.
Yeah, we were with
Yeah.
you guys. We hit 10K. We're just
We're
giving
getting
out.
there.
We're literally just giving out.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
always a good thing.
We getting there.
shit,
We getting there.
We had these stickers. We had just these little stickers. We were just giving them out. Hey, scan the QR code. Follow us. Follow
that
us.
shit
Just,
works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just saw bing, bing, bing,
Going
bing,
bing, bing,
Yeah.
bing,
we were
bing,
just-
bing.
Add 'em up.
Nah, that shit does work because I started handing out little QR codes, but it had
Yeah.
all of my links though.
Yeah.
No, it's important
No,
because you be at the events and there's so many people in there, but everybody might not make a purchase. But if you capture them to network to make a future purchase, that's bigger than the initial sale right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
networking is just as important as making a sale.
Yeah,
Definitely.
No, and I think that's something that's lacking with a lot of
People.
events and people. Like there's not really a
Vendors,
networking
my
going
bad.
on. It's just kind of just if we invited you, but there's no word really coming out of it. And then same thing with vendors. Some like you'll have an event and people like they just have a hard time with promoting. And it's like, bro, you're
Yeah.
not just promoting me, or you're not just promoting an event. You're promoting yourself. You're gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
So if I just feel like that's never an excuse to be like, oh well, bro, like this event was dead or this event wasn't really shaking. Well, yeah, bro, there's 30 people in here, 20 people in here, and there wasn't no promotion going on, and that's just something that I feel like that could be better in the community, just promoting each other. You know, if we're working with each other and I'm at your event, you're at my event, why are we not trying to make sure that our events are the best thing on
Everybody
the market?
should jump. Everybody coordinate, you know, because there is a handful of hosts out here that's like at an OG level. You know what I'm saying? And we brought most of them on the OG ZAA story onto this show right now. So we consider you, you know, an OG host.
Thank you.
So it's like whenever you're hosting and organizing these events, you definitely have to be structured and, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I tip my hat to you for
Thank you.
being able to do that and do that some years in a row. A lot of people are just now getting into it right now. It's cool, you know. You could do it, but we shout you out. Which one was like your most like popping event? Like your biggest themed event?
Like when you think about throwing events, what's the one that's like, man, that was
the
the
one.
event.
That's the theme
That we host, that like Elev8ed Smoke most hosted, or that we were just at?
that you hosted.
That you hosted.
Leaf8ed.
Leaf8ed.
Bro,
Leaf8ed.
Leaf8ed was
Yeah,
jumping.
yeah.
Leaf8ed
I
was
did see
crazy.
That was
that.
the one with
With
that was
Primo
the one
Rice.
with
Primo Rice, yeah.
Leaf8ed was jumping. I had fucking fun. I was like, bro, I just.
That's the kind of shit. That's the
to
kind
me,
of
it was
shit
a
you want to
festival.
do.
You know what I'm saying? We had a
Yeah,
headliner.
yeah,
We had
yeah.
opening acts. Like there was music playing the whole time. We had vendors. We had everything that you can find at a festival, just in a downside scale. But it was still for the
Still
city.
turns
It was
up
for
to
the
that.
city of Houston, from the city of Houston. Like, you know, I'm from Houston, Texas, the southwest side, and I just wanted to put on for my city. The people that came out, we love you. We appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
And I mean, we did what we did for that. Like, you know, that was definitely for me. I got to bring an artist that I really fuck with, that, you know, I admire. I respect his work ethic, and he was nothing but a professional that day. You know, like he carried himself, rocked the stage. My boy Young Deji too.
Yeah.
Man, he's putting on for A-Leaf. He's doing his fucking thing. You know, he's signing the Wiz for Taylor Gang.
Yeah,
He
with
came
Taylor
out there,
Gang,
rocked the stage, and just it was definitely a memorable moment for me. You know, that I got to put that together for my city, and it comes from my heart. You know, I just want people to be happy. We had kids out there, parents out there, people my age, teenagers. We had everything out there. Everybody was out there hanging out, having a good time.
I think we were
Leaf8ed.
already obligated that day, but
Yeah,
I did
yeah,
see the
yeah.
recap.
I know you're gonna do a 2.0, right?
So coming in October, you know, being that like rap and R&B are my two favorite genres of music. You know, I feel like we did the rap. I'm still kind of trying to get into the R&B genre.
Oh,
Like,
I
I'm
want to
trying
be there.
Yeah.
I love R&B.
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
So
Yes, sir.
in October, you know, to give back to you know, to my people, to Raza, we want to do like a Latin fest. You know,
Okay.
and we have some local acts here in
That'd be
Houston.
lit.
So
People will pull up for that.
they're Houston-based artists. We have a cumbia band, a salsa band, and a Spanish rock band that does covers that they'll be performing for us.
Wow.
So, you know, we'll have a little different
That's live.
genres, and I'm thinking about bringing Cartel on too as well, to kind
Okay.
of have like
I'll tell 'em what's
a
up.
rap, you know,
Hell yeah.
someone putting on for Raza too, you know. And I feel like
Yeah.
Cartel, he has a
Yeah.
good voice. I like how
He raps
plays-
in Spanish too.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
seen
he
his
raps
videos.
Spanish
So yeah,
too,
he
yeah.
goes crazy. So you know, you kind of have everything in there, you know, and we'll do something like that, and in that way, like everyone come out and mingle, and the
Yeah.
doors are open. You know, Houston's a very diverse city, so just because it's
Exactly.
music in Spanish or whatever, that doesn't mean that you can't come out. Or
I don't understand Spanish, but I'm going to get out there and
yeah.
Vibe it out.
So
For
yeah, that's what we
sure.
want to do, and we're
Nah,
fingers
you
crossed
de-
that we get currency for the next Leaf Fest, the next installment.
Currency?
Yeah, currency. I want to go see him a little bit after
Oh,
14.
y'all finna get currency?
Yeah, that'd
I'm
be
trying to.
major.
I'm trying.
That's lit.
Major.
So fingers
Yeah.
crossed on that.
Yeah. Elevated
right down the
always
road,
stay on
too.
I
some
like how
shit.
you always got different artists.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah,
no,
you
thank
stay
you.
on some shit.
Nah,
for
nah,
real.
you be doing your
You have
thing
your
with
own
that
lane that you do, you know, and that's hella creative because a lot of people just doing the same shit. So makes you go back to the drawing board and brainstorm a little bit harder.
Yeah,
and you've
nah,
been
for
fucking
sure.
doing that shit for real.
Yeah, I mean, my passion, like my real passion since I was a kid, has always been music. And what better way to promote vendors, have a bumping ass event, than keeping your ears on the streets and having people come out to these? Because what we do is kind of style it like a tiny desk concert angle, so they're very intimate concerts.
Yeah.
You know, like we might have 100, 200 people, not all at the same time, just that came in through the door. But once that act gets going, people don't want to leave. They're like, oh, y'all have a live performance,
Yeah.
I'm chilling, you know. And
Nah,
like,
it look nice.
so my boy EDF, he's done rocked the stage a few times. Quiet Money Dot, he's been out there on Saturday after the day after you guys' event we'll have AJ Snow flying in from LA or whatever. He has a real player sound to him too, very smooth. He has kind of like that primo Larry June,
That Bay flavor.
Yeah, just
that Bay.
yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I
just
fuck with
chilling.
it.
Yeah, he just a chill vibe, and you know, shout out to Son Bayou too. That's the cumbia band that'll be at La Actividad. That's what we're gonna call it in October.
Okay.
Los
Nice.
Charlies. That's our rock band in Spanglish. Spanglish does a little bit of jazz, English covers, Spanish to English, English to Spanish, and Spanish cover songs too. So shout out to all the artists that we've worked with going up to this, you know, and the
Yeah,
live
yeah.
bands that've been there too to just put on the show for us.
It's gonna be nice and fresh outside if you do it outside in October
Yeah,
too.
for sure in October.
Yeah.
We feeling good in a bitch, bro.
Right
That's
now,
the way
it's
people
been
want to
feeling
chill
good now,
outside.
but this weather crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking just had a
Right.
tornado
Out of nowhere.
Literally.
blaze through Houston.
Tornado, and it lasted
We
for
were
like
in the
30
middle
minutes.
of a podcast while that shit
Literally
hit.
in the middle of a podcast, and there's a disaster going on outside.
that.
Did y'all
Fuck
know
yeah.
that was going on, or were y'all just?
No.
Well,
I mean,
we was just in here chilling.
She
and
had told me something about it, but I didn't know it was gonna be that serious.
I mean, I told him
Yeah.
it was gonna be storming, but then
shit went
after
down.
the podcast, I went outside, and all the lights were out except for this
Yeah.
little block. I was like, "Damn, we just got lucky."
Yeah, we lost our power at our house when we
Yeah,
got back.
we were little like doing like an event that Thursday, and we were in downtown, but we were like on the other side of Minute Maid. Like it
shit.
went
Oh,
through.
so y'all
it
was
went,
good.
Like it fucked us up, but it fucked up like the other side of downtown
Worse.
by Minute Maid. Like over there, we
Damn.
just got rain and just wind, and we're like, oh, like it was crazy, but. It was
I
on the other
saw the
side of
videos
freeway.
of downtown. It looked
It was
Yeah.
a fucking tornado,
Bro,
real
no,
life
that
tornado.
looked crazy.
Fucking
It was insane, bro.
trees
Like, what the fuck?
snatched.
I've never been
Yeah.
through a tornado. That's like my first tornado.
This is my closest experience, and I still have not been
Nah,
through a
la-
tornado. But
By our house, there was a tornado last time, and then there was another tornado by our house this time.
Man, yeah. I don't know.
yeah,
We were
Hopefully,
like,
all of
"Damn, what the
Houston's
fuck is
good
that?
though.
yeah.
What
Hopefully,
the fuck is that noise?
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
And shout out to everybody that
Weather be
came
crazy.
and brought some goods. We, been giving back to people today.
Hell yeah.
They're bringing gloves, some cleaning
nice
supplies, peanut butter and stuff.
Nice little stack
Appreciate
over
y'all.
there.
yeah. For
We'll be
sure.
accepting donations all week.
See, that's what we need, bro. We need to stick together, bro. We need people to always come together at time of need, bro. We always gonna be here, bro.
I mean, I feel like y'all been really good at that though. Like y'all always give back to the community. Y'all done the Christmas toy fundraiser.
That was our second event ever. Was a
Our
toy
second
drive.
event ever was toy
The toy
drive.
drive,
Yeah.
yeah.
and over there with BSO, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was
Yep,
there,
right
bro.
there, bitch. So
Yeah.
that
Every
bitch was that
year.
bitch was turned
That's
up.
why
so.
you're an OG.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
there. I was there.
You've been there since the jump, so
You were vending at the first one, but you had something going on, I think, at that time. Because
Yeah.
you were vending when we had the first Red Eyes. You just had a prior obligation, I think.
My people were there, yeah, but we was in the building, and then we did the BSO too. Like that's the
Yeah.
one that's my first one. I was there physically.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I followed you guys everywhere though, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been
It's
a
been a
journey.
ride.
Yeah.
It's been a hell of a ride. Man, what kind of advice do you have for people that, want to join this type of ride, that want to enter this industry, that's sitting here listening to you, watching you right now as an OG and as an influencer, man? Like, what kind of advice you got for people, bro?
Communication. I think there's like sometimes people's eagerness, like if you're new, and I know people that are new, they're trying to get their foot in the door, and it's just, I wouldn't say it's difficult, but it's just kind of like that first wave when it started, when like all this kind of was taking place. Like I feel like people have kind of cemented themselves in, and we're not gatekeeping anything. I'm not gatekeeping anything.
No, for sure not.
But it's like eagerness can sometimes come off as a little bit like you're not being annoying, but just sometimes like disrespectful.
For
and
sure.
it's like, bro, like come talk to me in a
So lack of respect.
Yeah.
Lack of respect.
lack of respect.
Lack of
Not
respect.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
But and I'm just like, if you come talk to me in person and like introduce yourself face to face, and I can remember your name or whatever, I think that goes better than you blowing up the DM. Like I don't know you. Like how can I do business with someone that I don't know? I don't know how you carry yourself.
Facts.
I don't know how your body language or your energy is going to translate to our event. I don't know what people are around you if I've never seen you at. So I think there's a lot of ways that people could come off a little better when trying to introduce themselves, and that first impression is a motherfucker.
It is, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And you don't want to be
It is.
remembered as that person like you're always bugging, or you're always bugging, or you're just like annoying. I understand you're trying to get your foot in the door, but it's just different ways to approach people and just approach business in general. And I think that's something that's lacking. It's just a
They
business
forget that
mindset.
it's like it is underground, but it's still a business.
Yeah.
It's still a process.
Yeah, for sure.
Rules and regulations.
I mean, a lot of people forget that shit's not really like 100% legal also.
Man.
And then they see us out here doing the stuff and they're like, oh, damn, I want to do that type shit. And I'm like, yeah, but did you do all the footwork before you went to that step? Because that's probably what's going on. That's probably why you have lack of respect, because you didn't put the footwork in to get to the position that you're trying to go into.
And that's what I think. That's what I think. Like really, just I guess gets under my skin that
Facts.
they see what we're doing. I can do that too. And
They
it's
want
like,
the money.
No, you can't.
They
Like
want
they
the money.
think about the money, but they don't really
Not the process.
the process.
Yeah.
It's because they didn't see us putting in our, but we did.
Now it looks easy.
It's just been so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So easy now.
Yeah, it
And
looks
so-
easy, but bro, like this is work. You
Yeah.
know?
It looked easy looking at some of us, even when we first started doing this, like say me or Space City, because people probably didn't see the work we put in way before years leading up to, just like we were talking to somebody else earlier, and they were like, yeah, we've been doing this business, that business, this business, but now it's called this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's actually leading up to what we're doing now.
To what you're doing now. Yeah, and
But a lot of people don't want to have that process, though. They just want to be like, all right, boom, we're here.
6
I
foot
got a
table.
logo. Let me in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
6 foot table,
exactly.
a logo. I'm
How
ready.
much for the fee?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it's not just about the fee. Like I said, it's that work ethic. How do you carry
Yep.
yourself?
How you
Like
carry.
how does it translate to the event that we're hosting? Are you a
Yeah.
right fit for this event? Because not everyone is a right fit for every event. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Facts.
just about having money and a
It's
lack
not
of
just
respect. People
about a
think
fee.
I'm just giving you money, you're gonna let me in the door. Like that's not it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like we
that's
need to build a
traits.
relationship.
That's traits of a good hostess, bro. Cause money, all money is not good money, bro. Every transaction is not a good transaction. So you need to be smart with who you letting in at your shit, because you let in the sour apple come in that bitch and just spoil some shit. They gonna point fingers at you.
Yeah.
So you gotta be a smart hostess, and that's what you're doing, bro. Cause you gotta communicate and you gotta have relationship building, bro.
Yeah.
That's really key to getting your foot in this door in this market right here, right now, bro.
Yeah. And it's just something. I mean, I've learned from multiple people, people that are no longer in the community, and you've seen it happen. People that are doing good, and all of a sudden, like they just can't make shows anymore. Life happens, you know. Like, and I guess that's something for the new vendors as well, or people that are trying to start off. Like, hey, life happens, and this is like every week something's happening in the city with
Definitely.
what we got going on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And
Every
if you-
week, every day.
if you become irrelevant, it's hard to get whatever relevancy you did have, because something's going on every weekend out here, and that's just part of the process of working. You know, if you're not doing the show, if you're not working, if you're not out there, I mean,
You gonna get lapped.
yeah,
Yep.
you're gonna get left out.
If you're not moving,
You're stopping.
you're stopping. And if you're stopping, shit ain't getting done.
Not a damn.
You got any shout outs?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, thanks to the Red Eyes team for having us here. Shout out to my team at Elev8ed Smoke, all of my business associates, my staff members. Man, I love you guys. We're here. We're still with Red Eyes. Like it's love. You know, I know we can't make every single event. You know, we both have grown in tremendous ways. I'm proud of you guys. But anytime that I
always
have an
love.
opportunity to be with you guys, you know, I'm there with you guys. Shout out to Ange too at HHM. Shit, keep doing your thing, man. You putting in work. I guess some of my OGs too, Hughes, my boy Brothers, Potheads out here, No Neck, Gas Station, Bayou, High Tide. Fuck, there's so many people today, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Screw
It's a
Some
lot
Dap
of
Fam, bro.
OGs.
It's so
Some
many
Dap Fam,
people,
yeah.
you know. 710 Sweets, Big Chillin', bro. It's so many people, and I don't want no one to feel left out. But you know, we're doing
Long list.
yeah, it's
It
so
is a
many
long
people,
list.
bro.
Those
It's
all
so
real
many.
motherfuckers too.
Yeah,
That's name too.
like Space Treats, got some more, man. Fucking keep grinding, do y'all thing, and I mean, shit, we're just we here. Like,
Yeah.
it's
We
been
here,
it's been
bro.
3 years and we're
Fucking
here.
here.
You know,
It's been 3
Kicking in
years and we
doors.
still here, bro. We salute you, bro,
Yeah, nah,
because
thank you.
you really have grown a long way from the first times that I've met you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't really know how we really met because I was damn near cussing out and shit, yelling and shit. Didn't even notice, man. Like, I've always been kind of like spazzing out on some shit, bro. But he was always like in some good nature with everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and always had positive energy, and he always puts that out into the community, bro.
Thank you.
we really respect the fact that you do that at a high level, bro.
Nah, thank you guys for
killing
having
the
me.
shows, killing the shows
Nah,
too.
Yeah.
thanks.
Definitely.
Nah, thank you guys.
Man, look, bro, this was a really special episode, man, with Elev8ed Smoke, dog. We gonna have some more shit to talk on the 24th, man. On Friday, it's coming
Yeah,
up,
Friday.
y'all.
It's coming
the
up, couple
OG
days.
ZAA story, man. Red Eyes Collective. We gonna keep this shit going, man. Y'all tune the fuck in, bro. Shout out Elev8ed Smoke in a
Thank you.
motherfucking building.
Yeah, we here.
Yeah.
We gonna see you on the next one, brother. We
yeah.
love you, dog.
Love you too.